Get them situated. Well, while I'm doing that anyways, I'm just going to change this out. We're going to give this a little bit of time. Only display roles obtained. Oh, what? Hello everyone, Bubble Ninja 720 here, bringing you part 98 of my live stream playthrough for Final Fantasy 14. We have another, whatchamacallit upon us. It's just gonna be that playing right now. I believe it's the Rising is the event. Now where is that at? Ul'dah. I believe I'm already in Ul'dah. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, maybe do some more story. Yeah, they already got the fireworks going. Let us have the fun. Pardon me for yawning in your ear. Going here. Oh man, I really need to get back into doing like stuff on this character. I also need to do the event for everyone else. Oh, that's the wrong way. Probably the Aetherite Plaza. Alright, where is this event? Not the Worried Weaver. I think this one is in... Oh, that's for Viper. I don't have the Viper yet. Remembering the past? No, that's not it. Help me, Lord of the Dance. Due diligence. Is it? No, it's not remembering the past. It can't be remembering the past. No, it's not this one. Where is it at? Is it this one? No. Give me 2 seconds. I need to look it up. It's in Limsa. That's why. Usually it's at the Aft Castle, so we'll go there. No, you don't have any items. So there's no vendor, it looks like. Rising to the call. Of all the coincidences, you will hardly believe it, but I was just this very moment reminiscing of the time you lent me your strength at 12 months past. You see, I again find myself in pressing need of an adventurer's aid, just as I did at last Rising. Oh, if only Hero were here, I thought to myself, and here you are. Well then, what do you say? Shall we clasp arms once more? Sure. My thanks. The matter is this. I have been approached by a lady named Ayoyo, who wishes to imprint her own inimitable mark upon the skies above Limsa Lominsa. I speak, of course, of the fireworks that illuminate these rising nights. Learning of my contribution to previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. We already have the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Yo-Yo has expressed a strong desire to consult with the storied adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Come to the Yellow Jackets guardhouse at the base of the Coral Tower, and I will introduce you. Cool. Oh wait, this isn't the Aetherite. My bad. Oh, that was actually the Aetherite. Do I have to go underneath? I think I have to go underneath. Run! There you are. Lady Yo-Yo, one storied adventurer as promised. Blessings, oh the 12 upon you. Name's a Yo-Yo, Cannoneer First Class with Yellow Jackets. So an honor to have you aboard. They have to talk in shorthand. Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities? Not only in decorating of these fair London streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks that brighten the skies above them. Lady Yo-Yo here is quite the savant in all matters incendiary and explosive. And so it has fallen to her to formulate a plan for the display's crowning glory. Me and the other lads and lassies of the Cannoneers whipped up a load of lovery little drakes. Snakes and devils for the Moonfire Fair, but more of the same ain't gonna cut it for the Rising. Because it's all about remembering those we lost in the Calamity, ain't it? Them and theirs deserve something a mite specialer than a bunch of old bangers. An admirable sentiment, I'm sure. It would not do for our ode to such poignant memories to be aught less than memorable. Let us make this year's Rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. Took the words right out of me mouth, dearie. Thing is, I haven't hardly set foot out of Limson all me days. I don't reckon I'm best placed to know what's going through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. And so you would pick an adventurer's brains, one who has journeyed far and wide across this land we love and knows it and its people intimately. Yet before we call upon your particular wisdom, perhaps it would behoove us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising night, and the thoughts that run through their minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us learn them. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join you, dearie? Could do with learning some of these thoughts myself. Sure. Right then. Where's best to start asking around? Someplace a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. How about we meet in the Aetherite Plaza down in the lower decks? While you two are so engaged, allow me to continue our discussions with the organization committee. I shall await you by the aft castle. Cool. Oh, that's one thing I need to do on my main character. I made a set of armor like this for glamour, and I forgot to dye the vest black. I left it its regular, like, dusky blue color. I should have probably went to the Aetherite and just poured it over. I'm not exactly always good with figuring that stuff out. Aetherite Plaza. Alright, so There's a yo-yo. You seen them lights down Alker's Alley, dearie? Decorations for the festival they are. Every year when the streets are all decked out for the rising, me heart fills with, well, all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regret. But enough about me. We came here to find out how the other folks feel about it. Let's split up, head down the alley, and ask a few likely-looking customers each. We're on a schedule here, so don't go asking every single soul you see. 4 or 5 should do you? I'll meet you down by the ferry docks when you're done. Sounds good to me. I'll cheer him on. He's doing pretty decent. Welcome, welcome. What may I interest you in this fine morning? Need to pick your brain. Ah, information, is it? Well, if you really must know, the whizzing and banging that filled the air this season always takes me back to the time just before the calamity struck. A great festival was held to celebrate the reformation of the grand companies. People in the streets were hooting and hollering and setting off fire spouts, and all the ships in the bay, now bedecked in maelstrom colors, let loose their cannons. It seems so foolish now, knowing what was soon to befall us, but all that noise served a purpose nonetheless, drowning out the fear that ever whispered in our ears. It is my firm belief that the rising fireworks serve the same purpose even now. They present a vision of loveliness, of togetherness, that we might forget our fears and be given hope for a brighter future. Cool. Good to know. I got a few other people to chit-chatter with. Was there another... Ah, there's another bloke. The streets are full of life, the sky is full of fire, and the westerly winds filling our seafarers' sails as it does our hearts. Ah, I couldn't have picked a better time to come home. You a sailor too, are you? Not really. Helping with the fireworks, you say. Good on you, lad. I have a few memories of back then, if you near to hear 'em. I'm a merchant seaman, you see, always sailing hither and thither across the waves. Was just back from a trip to Radzat Han when the calamity struck. Everyone was looking up to the sky and that loathsome lantern that hung low in it. Like most folk, I don't remember much of what happened in the days before or after it fell, but I'll never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks. You see the same faces looking up, but this time with a smile. Reminds you not only of the bad times, but how we got over them. Can you see them too, my love? You're involved with the fireworks and want to know what I think of them. Well, just now, I was wondering if they could be seen from far out in the offing. Do you know? I see. The reason I asked is that my husband is out there now. He meant to be back by rising night, but it seemed the tide didn't turn in his favor. He was so looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope that he can see them from where he is, and we can share them together no matter how far apart we might be. That is my only request to you, that you make the finale as bright and boisterous as you can, that all those who cannot be together this rising might still share in its message. That is a nice message to put. Alright, there anything I could do for you? Pick your brain, lass. You're asking for people's thoughts on the rising fireworks. Would have thought a great hero like you would have better things to do with your time, but I suppose that's what makes you a hero, eh? Helping people out whichever way you can. Well, I'm like most people, I suppose. I think of those I lost. My parents, most of all. I wonder if they're watching too. Swim up from the bottom of the ethereal sea to see what all the crashing and banging is about. It's complicated, I suppose. I feel sad they're gone, but happy I'm not. And grateful to Batteren saving me and so many others. If they are watching, I hope they could see me too. See that I'm doing alright for myself, and that they might sleep soundly for another 12 months. Do I have a fashion accessory? I don't have any, okay. I get to run in the rain. Whoop. Sorry to keep you waiting, dearie. So what did you find out? Same here. Was half expecting him to just be looking at the pretty lights, but it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. The memories of the calamity still sit heavy on their hearts, but the rise in fireworks got some way of lifting that weight. So, any ideas for the grand display? What kind of thing do you reckon would help lift those spirits the most? Ooh, that one lady did want it flashy. And other people talk about the past, though. I'm gonna do this. Hope for the future. Hope for the future, eh? That ain't a bad idea. Reminding folk that however dark the night, dawn is just around the corner. The rising ain't just about mourning those we lost, after all. It's about remembering the struggles of those who survived to steer us to a brighter future. Aye, that's it. That's what Limsa needs this rising. Ships, cannons, a departure salute, not just for the fallen, but for those setting sail for unknown shores. A vision of the past into the future. An old bleeding armada filling Galadian Bay, lighting up the very heavens. Who wouldn't want to watch that? Sounds good to me. Got settled then. Ah, the minstrel's going to love it. He said he'd be up by the aft castle, right? I'll see you there. Yay. This would be a quicker way to go. Our intrepid adventurer returns, and positively bursting with inspiration, I take it. I see. A traditional seafaring salute not only to the memories of the fallen, but to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. A most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks to the both of you, but our work ain't done yet. There's a lot needs sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little longer, dearie, I'd be forever in your debt. Let me know when you've got your loins good and girded. That's an interesting thing to say. Yeah, we who are all about to set sail salute you. Brushed up Kryl, huh? Right then, let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is we're going to line up an old fleet of ships across the bay and have them fire a broadside into the sky. But before we go about finding our fleet, we need to get the plan approved by the organizing committee, and that means convincing Commodore Rayner. I'll take the lead, but I ain't exactly got the silverest tongue, nor much experience nobbling with the higher-ups. If you two see me struggling, put in a word, won't you? Of course, my lady, your cause is ours. Thank you, my dears. Together then, to the Coral Tower. Feels like there should be another vendor here. Marauders Guild? Yep. Last I had the privilege of meeting with the Commodore was around the time of the Calamity. I had been arrested for conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally, it was all a misunderstanding. Some other scurrilous soul had been singing songs of sedition. If not for Raynor and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might still be lingering in the brig. He's a shrewd investigator who will brook no equivocation. Shall we then? Works for me. Wanting to make the rising display special I could fathom, but the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. Yo-yo, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jackets is the keeping of the peace? Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workings of the harbor, but is sure to foment agitation among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan? I do, Commander. Every Lamendan Tsar, every Eorzean Tsar, still bears the scars of the Calamity. All that loss, that hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. No, not skipping. I dropped my controller on accident. But the Rising ain't just about looking to the past, it's about looking to the future, too. And if it's our duty to watch over folk, keep them on the straight and narrow like, I reckon it's our duty to see them off on another year's journey, too. Well put. I accept that your intentions are pure, but what are the logistics? I trust you have a plan to see as to who exactly will be providing and paying for this fleet of yours. Yes, Commander. We're going to petition the Maelstrom for the flagship, and the rest from the Black Sails. Of course. One is wont to forget that those buccaneering souls remain bound to serve the Maelstrom in times of necessity. Lydia Yo-Yo would have us parley with the three great pirate captains and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. Aye, that's right. The pirates answered the Admiral's call back when the moon was fallen. Fought and died at Cart now, same as the rest of us. When they hear about our plan to salute all those who fell and all those who didn't, I don't doubt they'll answer to the call again. I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues to your cause. You shall need it. Very well then, allow me to arrange the parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all of my remaining doubts answered. I bid you remember that you go to speak with pirates. Lawless marauders all. Pray that you do not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. Count on me. I shall have the Maelstrom summon the leaders of the three factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. Sounds good to me. Cheers for sticking with me, lads. I hope I can count on your support in the next set of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains, those far-famed scourges of the seas, will prove rather less biddable partners than Commodore Raynor did. While Roswin of the Sanguine Sirens may be swayed by emotion, Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms is of a much more mercenary mind. The executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. If there is aught that unites them, it is a zealous spirit. Let us argue with passion that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion you're after, I've got that in bleeding bucket loads. But I might need you two to jump in again, because me tongue decides to tie itself in an half itch. Just say the first thing that comes into your heads, and I'll pick up after. Come on then, dearies. Let's head on over to the anchor yard and get this parlay started. The anchor yard. Split. Do I have them? I do have them. I should make that armory set. I think we're... Are we going up? Thanks for coming. The reason we asked you here is... Aye, the Maelstrom summons laid it out for us loud and clear. You want us to help you with the Rising fireworks. And the answer's no. My sirens fire a broadside to send our enemies to the bottom of the briny, not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gawp at. Better things to be doing with our time. It's a rare occurrence, to be sure, but I find that my opinion aligns with Roswin's. Her time is precious, as I am sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw these discussions to a close. I shall put it bluntly. I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men, so unless there is anything else... You'd put the Admiral and the Yellow Jackets in your debt. Why, it is the perfect opportunity to forge a deeper bond with Roswin. Oh. Do I do it? I gotta do it. If you should require my men and I to shackle ourselves to the sirens, we should require even greater recompense. The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose would no doubt draw all the lords and ladies of the realm to gather in the city, personages of high renown and deep pockets. Aye, and if they saw you lot working in and with the Maelstrom, it'd do wonder for your public image. Folks who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with their barge pole would be queuing up to do business with you. I do believe you have a point, poorly phrased though it might be. To win legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Sod your image, and sod anyone who's too lily-livered to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up their backsides. What's in it for the sirens? Don't consider them customers, consider them quarry. Don't you want to bring joy to the masses? Carve lines in, don't you want to be together? You gotta do it. What are you trying to imply? I'd rather cut me arse off with a rusty cutlass than have to spend another minute with that pretty peasant's company. Me and my girls are proper pirates. The sanguine sirens ain't all about the pirating life, though, are they? You run almshouses for the sick and injured, and those with child. Keep themselves busy with odd jobs such as come their way. Them's your hunters, and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the grand display your quarry. Ah, I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls selling food and grog and the like, and they'd make a killing, providing they'd all have the right permits from the Yellow Jackets. You're a shrewd one of you. Maybe I could lend them and myself. They do say the best way to a man's heart is through his stump. One of the executioners. There's no dishonor in linking arms with Admiral Merweb in the Maelstrom, surely. You, Yellow Jacket, I want you to tell me one thing and tell it true. This is Limsa Lamenza, the greatest port in all the realm. You could find this fleet of yours without our help, yet you've come here begging for it. Why? Because I reckon you're the ones who need the rise the most. The Black Sails only came together because of Cartno. You could have upped anchor and sailed off into the sunset, but no, you fought like demons on those cursed flats, made heroes of yourselves and martyrs. The way I see it, it's only the right that those that lost the most, when they stood to gain the least, should be the ones that fire the salute to the departed. And a salute to the departing, too. The calamity changed the lives of you pirates more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, it's those whose new beginning already begun. Haha, so it's all for our own good, is it? I'm heading back to the Estelicia. Send word when you've hammered out the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Aye, aye, Captain. Can't really say no to you now, can I? We lost a lot of good people back in Cartno. Let's send them all off with a bloody great bang. I will join you on one condition, that in your reminiscence of trauma past, you do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. Pray do not force me to restrain you again. I never force you to do nothing. You'll keep your hands off me if you want to keep them, you randy bastard. Quite the fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ships will not ready themselves. Ah, Carvalane, ever the blind fool. Wonder when those two will ever get together. I tried. And breathe. Gods, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could have never got them to our side without you. Right then, time to put the finishing touches to this plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful, I just know it. And about your reward, I've given it to the minstrel. You can grab it from him. It's a new beginnings, lad, and may the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. You did a great service, my friend, both for Lady Yayoyo and for all those who love the Rising, myself included. For that I shall be ever grateful. I expect there shall be still some hours before preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap you could wait. We could wait together. Yeah, let's wait. While we wait, would you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song of celebration, of encouragement for all those who sail for unknown shores. Pray lend me your ears. Oh, I'm on a ship this time. Interesting. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream, a flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. It is a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls, but we have enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. Yet a lengthy history need not mean a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet await. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes in all the diverse wonders this wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, it would be a less trying task to sleepwalk ever onward down the same well-furrowed path, yet to venture down paths untrodden, believing in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them, is by far the more rewarding. This is the gift that we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, heretofore and hereafter. Now the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. One cannot know what fills the hearts and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see very different images in those explosions of light and color. One thing I know for certain, that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. And though the paths that lay ahead of us may lead in different directions, sometime, someplace, they shall cross again. It's like one of the few times when the echo doesn't look like it hurts. It is almost time for the display to begin. The consummation not only of our labors, but of the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed and for those who set sail into unknown waters. May many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. From eastern sea to eastern sky, the sacred sun descends, and voices stir of wind of waves of ropes of sails of friends, who light the golden light of dawn that streams across the sea, set sunlit sail for foreign lands, may fortune follow thee. Her journey done, so sinks the sun below the western waves, and memories stir of friends of yore asleep in watery graves. Let not our voices raised in song disturb your endless sleep, but join us in our chorus and you dream among the deep. An excerpt from an ancient mariner's song. Prayer for the safe return of those who sail o'er the far horizon, and for the peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal waves. It concludes with a wish that the voices of those whose spirits are stirred in anticipation of new adventure reach the ears of those whose adventures ended too soon, that they might be united as one, a fitting sentiment for the rising, methinks. And so I offer you my own heartfelt wish, that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of this wide world, we should meet once more in a 12 months' time and look upon the same sky together. Still one more item I need to get, and it's a table lamp. You have unlocked the toy chest. Open the toy chest found in any inn room to play minigames. Additionally, certain notable personages have been seen to frequent the anchor yard this rising. Do the same and you may be greeted with an unexpected encounter. For 11's sake, I love it. Yeah. Alright. I don't feel like waiting for people, so I got a brushed up Kryl though to use. Yay, another minion. Alright, supposedly it's at 11:13. So somewhere around here is a vendor, supposedly. I gotta figure out where the vendor's at, though. There it is, Rising Vendor. It didn't have it on the mini-map. That's the fun stuff. You could pop that out and spray wine everywhere. Alright. Yay, got a new one of those. Tidings from the East. So we need to go to Ralger's Reach. We're gonna go continue the story, folks. Always push a little bit more into the story. Ooh, I got a greeting. Tidings from the East. Hero, great timing. I was just about to send word to the Scions. I've got lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice to say, we're in good hand. Having the Bull of Alamigo at the helm's done wonders for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made, and we have you and the Sultana to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, he'd never have contemplated following his heart. The Council has also decreed that we're to maintain a presence at Ralger's Reach. Lise will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration, and I always get up again. Anyway, we could hardly afford to lower our guard now, not after our latest brush with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on the Kalyana, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's, Shanti's daughter. You know, the half-dead one. For whatever reason, the Kalyana thought she was the best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let this stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fredola. She still won't meet my gaze, but she's given up trying to ignore me. It may only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. I'll get through to her yet. Hero, there you are. Alphino, Alice, is everything alright? We've received word from Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that, she didn't say, only that we should come to Kugane right away. I had in mind for the two of us to set forth together, but Alice determined to make it a party of 3. As I've told you more than a dozen times, brother, my wounds are quite healed, and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. Worry not, sister. I've quite given up trying to convince you. Whether we be 2 or 3, we should depart as soon as possible. You will be joining us, I trust. Well, of course. I was about to say I'd come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you, Lise. Rest assured, should this business prove to be of even tangential concern to Alamigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Tataru await us at the Ruby Bazaar offices. Time to go to Kugane. God, it feels so weird having so many less ports. I thought I saw a card player somewhere, but I guess I was wrong. Greetings, honored sir. May I show you in? Yes. I'd be upset if you didn't. Voice acted?
My friends, thank you for coming at such short notice.
We were told the matter was urgent. I take it Yugiri and Soroban are also involved?
My presence here is but a happy coincidence. I am come on separate business, which can wait.
My apologies. Master Hancock, pray, tell our friends exactly what you told me.
Of course, of course. Some few days ago, a large detachment of soldiers was seen arriving at the Garlean embassy. This seemed to me most unusual, as no personages of note are due to visit for a matter of months. So, I made a few inquiries, whereupon I learned of a most curious rumor. Apparently, the soldiers were dispatched to Kugani to investigate recent sightings of a certain individual. The late acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma, Yotsuyu.
I beg your pardon?
I too am loath to believe it. I saw the keep come down on top of her. We all did.
I would not presume to question your eyewitness accounts, nor am I one to take rumors at face value. The fact is, the Garleans have no knowledge of what took place at Doma Castle. They may well be chasing after a woman who merely resembles Yotsuyu. But a woman who resembles Yotsuyu in the company of a grizzled Rogadan samurai? I dare say that thickens the plot.
Gosetsu! He's alive!
While I've no conclusive proof, I thought that such a possibility warranted your attention.
Have you informed Lord Hien? Well, I think we'd all like to believe the old bear survived.
Indeed. While I dare not give myself wholly to hope, I will not deny that I have prayed for such a miracle ever since that fateful day. But regardless of my personal feelings, if the Empire has seen fit to pursue these rumors so vigorously, we can scarce afford to ignore them. I am bound by duty to ascertain the truth of the matter. Will you join me in this quest?
Sorry, I've been snackaging a little bit. Screw Yotsuyu. Gosetsu's one of my favorite characters.
Thank you. If Gosetsu yet lives, he will need our help if he is to avoid capture.
Gosetsu is a dear friend, and we cannot abandon him to the mercy of the Empire. Our course is clear. Hancock, is there aught else you can tell us?
He was in Kugane.
Perhaps not. But I have taken the liberty of employing one of the finest informants money can buy. You shall have the latest intelligence on the Garlean's movements, and more besides.
I still don't know whether to trust Hancock or not. The informant awaits your pleasure in the back street of Sanjo Hanamachi. From its shining facade to its dark underbelly, few know Kugane as intimately as he. One of the finest informants money can buy. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Permit me to assist you in your quest, my friends. The sooner your business is concluded, the sooner we may speak of mine. Should your search take you away from Kugane, my boat is at your disposal. I shall see that she is ready to sail. I'll give Suraban a hand. If he's providing us a ship, the least we could do is supply the provisions. We'll be at the pier if you need us. A welcome offer and an excellent plan. Without further ado then, let us seek out this informant in Sanjo Hanamachi. I don't remember this part. I remember bits and pieces. I don't exactly relive the cutscenes, though. At least not as frequently as I like to sometimes. This should be close enough. Do I have a... I do not have a town. Okay, so... So this make me sprint longer. What? All classes? Oh, because it's a level 1 item, isn't it? Lame. It's worth it though, because the extra sprinting. Oh, did I go the wrong way? My bad. Probably supposed to go this way. Change my boots back out. In case gotta fight. This should be the place. Now we wait and see who comes. It has been a while, my friends. Yes, yes, a long while indeed. Oh no. Is that who I think it is? Oh god. I knew it. Kyoto. Any funny business and you know what will happen, I trust. No funny business. Only loyal service and the finest quality information. Of course, such quality does not come cheap. No, but then Hancock already paid you. Honestly, you must think we were born yesterday. I have half a mind to call lease. No lease, I beg you, no boots. I will tell you everything I know, free of charge. The Empire searches for Yatsu, high and low, far and wide. Come to enlist my help, they did, promising rich rewards for decisive information. And have you decisive information? Were the two individuals cited here indeed Gosetsu and Yatsu? Alas, see them with my own eyes I did not. But the Imperials are confident. Yes, very confident indeed. Look at the size of their contingent. But here's something they do not know. A rumor which you will find most interesting, I think. They say an elderly Rogadin samurai appeared on Kugane Dori with a beauteous maiden and sold his katana to a pawnbroker. 'Twas no common katana either, but one of surpassing craftsmanship. Well, that is interesting, assuming it's true. Did you corroborate the rumor with the pawnbroker in question? No. Regrettably, I do not have a working relationship with the master of Shofuku, Shichichen. Now, why would that be, I wonder? If I didn't know better, I think he'd lent you money. He will help you, I am certain. While you speak with him, I will make contact with my Garlean connections and learn what I can of their progress. Sorry, I needed to wet me whistle. A glimpse of the blade is all I need to be sure of, but is it wise to let the Namazu out of our sight? What choice do we have? No other choice but this, and a fine choice it is. Though I am adept at gathering information, it is so much more efficient to share the work. He's right. Given the urgency, we would do well to split up. And so I will go with our friend here. Nothing improves efficiency like a little supervision. Yes. We will go together, and there will be no boots. Let's be about it then. Good luck with the katana. Shall we reconvene at the pier later on? Fragrant as the Ruby Bazaar offices are, I prefer the fresh air. I believe Alice has her task well in hand. Shall we see to our pawnbroker? Ooh, I got a greeting. You've learned the emote greeting. Greetings. Ooh, green tea set. The sword in the store. Everything in order, then let us proceed to Kugane Dori and find the master of Shofuku Shichichen. Shichiten. That's a tongue twister. Alrighty. We might have had customers like those you described. So many people come through, it's difficult to remember. Perhaps you could jog my memory by making a purchase. No? Well, you can't blame a woman for trying. She just doesn't seem to be the pawnbroker you seek. A Rogadin samurai and a maiden. Never seen him. Now, if you don't have any business with me, make way for someone who does. Doesn't seem to be the pawnbroker I seek. Alright, we'll check this pleasant one. Welcome, good sir, welcome. Will you be buying or... Ah, so you have heard tell of the Rogadin samurai's katana. Small wonder. It is a fine example of its kind. One moment. There, I hope you have found our pawnbroker. Yeah, it's right there, the sword. Excellent work, hero. And that is the katana. That is definitely Gosetsu's blade. There can be no doubt, it is Gosetsu's blade. I just said that! Craftsmanship is exquisite, is it not? And you'll be pleased to know that the pledge has just expired. I should be glad to sell it to you, assuming you have the coin. This is no ordinary weapon, you understand, and it is priced accordingly. But if you are serious, I suggest you act quickly, as several noted collectors have already expressed an interest. The blade represents conclusive proof of Gosetsu's survival. I suppose this could be considered a necessary cost of securing a safe return, yet it is not a decision I can make alone, least of all when our nation has scarce begun to rebuild. I'll pay. Nay, my friend, grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot ask this of you. It is enough to know that Gosetsu is alive and well. Yugiri, wait. The Scions will buy the katana. Pray consider it a gift. Master Alphino, your kindness is touching, truly. Yet, in matters of coin, would Mistress Totteru not expect to be consulted? Come now, our friend would never have relinquished his blade were the need not great. And are we not bound by honor to help a friend in need? I say we are, and I am sure Tataru will wholeheartedly agree. Besides, she can make the coin back quickly. It's settled then. You've made a wise choice, my friend. Such pieces are few and far between. Now, if you'd be so good as to come this way, I shall prepare the necessary papers. If I may ask, sir, after he visited your establishment, do you perchance know where the old samurai went? He is our friend, and we would return his weapon to him. A friend of yours, you say? I see. Well, then, I suppose there could be no harm in telling you. No sooner had I provided him with the requisited sum than his pretty young companion began clamoring for dango. I duly recommended those served at the Umineko tea house, and thither did they set off. Clamoring for dango. Could these truly be the same people? It makes no sense. It's a matter of code, perhaps, but it avails us not to speculate. Let us go to this tea house to see if we can pick up their trail. Run! So you can't just exactly use those boots all the time, though, because you never know when you're going to get tossed in the combat in the middle of the story. So there's a actual like achievement to get to the top of that building. It's one big jump puzzle, and that's how you technically get here. But if you know someone that's able to get up there that has a blue or like a healer, and you have blue mage, you can blow yourself up and they can revive you up on top there. But of course I remember. How could I forget a pair like that? The most beautiful girl you'll ever see scoffing down dango as if her life depended on it, while the old samurai looked on. Not quite what he expected, I'll wager. Far be it from me to gossip about my customers, but he was planning to spirit her away across the Ruby Sea, out of the reach of her family, no doubt. When the girl had finally had her fill, they set off in the direction of the Shiokaze hostelry, presumably to find someone discreet with a boat. So Gosetsu makes for Doma. But this woman who travels with them, the more I hear about her, the more I wonder if she could truly be Yatsuyu. Hope on the waves. While doubts remain over the identity of Gosetsu's traveling companion, for now we can but follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier and make ready to sail. With luck, Alice will already have joined Master Soroban and Mistress Tataru there. Let's do this. Give me control. Yay. I'm back in control again. Excellent timing, my friends. Mistress Alice arrived mere moments ago. All went well at my end. Gyoto met with an Imperial officer and wheedled his way to some new information. Seemed the troops who recently arrived in Kugane came directly from Garlemald. The Imperials based here have been kept in the dark. Ah. And that's not all. Contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they'd picked up Gosetsu's trail. And your information matches ours. We are quite certain that Gosetsu seeks to cross into the mainland. Don't know why exactly he'd want to drag Yatsuyu back into Doma. You know, all it takes is someone to recognize her and he's screwed. I'm sorry, did I hear that right? You used Scion funds to buy Gosetsu's katana at the asking price. Well, we were in some haste and it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here's the contract of sale. Pray see that the man is paid. She's gonna freak out. Thal's beard, you agreed to this? Give me strength. Well, it's not like the search can wait. You'd best be on your way. But Alphino, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the offices as soon as you get back. Promise me? Oh, very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I return. First, let us go to the Ruby Price. If Gosetsu has already set sail, the sentries there are sure to have seen him. Oh, excuse me. Tadaro seemed rather vexed, did she not? Ever the melodramatist. I am sure our finances could stretch to a single sword. Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. But I digress. We have work to do. Yeah, reset me to 70. I think I'm going to fight some Garleans.
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries.
Something happened.
What's going on up there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy. We have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
We're about to go wreck face.
The Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy, but with Doma lost to them, why would they attack? Unless
Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them, while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
'Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing. Yeah!
I think he belly flopped.
come.
The defense is lacking. Leave it to me.
I'm absolutely wrecking face right now. Up, I'm stunned. Eat my crits. Aw, I thought that would be more. I mean, all of them. Hey, I'm supposed to take point. Oh, there he is.
Lady Yotsuyu, we're here to rescue you. Please, come with us.
Stay back, Tsuyu.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna fight.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Gozetsu!
Yeah. You better run
Damn it,
away.
We took too long. Change of plan. Eliminate hostiles.
Yeah, it ain't gonna
All
happen.
forces, attack!
You guys are just signed your own death warrants. I'm a wreck it. I got it, don't worry about it. It's dead now. He can't bring any more of them out, he's dead now. Time to die. I win. Oh wait, it's not done yet? Didn't get me.
The art of my forebears.
God, how many of these guys are there? We done? Nope. Bring him in here. Finally, knocked him out.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens.
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
You grizzled
It's
old
over.
bear.
The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that. But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time.
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
That was my first thought, aye. And I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say. But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
Guys wouldn't have survived if we hadn't come by. They laid it on thick. As Tansui says, we should move on. Would do not for Yatsuyu to be seen here. Would not do. Now, if I know my sister, she will already be waiting with the boat at the nearby pier. Let's go and see if I'm right. Hello, I see a card. Is it this guy? Maybe it is. It says I should be able to play cards, but I think it's because I need to do something first before I could do that. Oh, there's a thingamajigger here. I'm not going to use it on this one, though. I will put it on Red Mage. Oh, we'll do it another time, then. That was weird. Didn't let me fly, just let me fall. Go Setsu, thank the gods you're safe. It was all I could do to watch the battle from afar. And it was all I could do to restrain her. Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as Hero is, anything could happen in the chaos. But enough about me, we need to talk about her. Greetings? They tell me you've lost your memory, and that's fine, but I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you, not for a moment. These people are strange. Are they sure they're your friends? I am. They may behave strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have not to fear. Alright, if you say so. Right, 'tis past time we set sail. I for one would not keep Lord Heian waiting without due cause. Aye, and the longer we tarry, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget, the Red Kojin bear no love for Yatsu either. I shall deliver you to the familiar shores, near Isari but out of the villagers' sight. Which is smart, because if any of the villagers catch sight of her, we're screwed. Here is where we part ways, my friends. I pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. Hero, when you are not otherwise occupied, I would speak with you about my next business venture. Sure thing. It promises to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say it so lightly. After the prodigious sum spent acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers, and restore the smile to Mistress Tataru's face. Oh, come along. Tataru was overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Gosetsu's is worth a fortune, enough to buy a house and furnish it, which you would know had you bothered to check the price. What? I had no idea. This business venture of Soroban's, you will give it a fair hearing, I trust. He has been good to us, after all. As for me, I think I shall look into drawing upon my personal funds. An auspicious encounter. Elation and trepidation. We must meet with Lord Heian as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receives us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prying eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able, and join me in the outskirts of Namai. I guess we're going this way. Yansha. All is well. Good, the others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please. I think we're ready to get attacked again.
My lord here, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gorsetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications.
Mm-hmm.
Rise, my friend. Tell me everything. The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting Viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it will end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
It's all right, Soyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl, and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel. If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
The bits and pieces that I remember. Oof. Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. We have much more to think upon, but as regards the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now then, seeing as you've come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they so desire it, there is a place here for those who fled to Eorzea. We should be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hien, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Oh, it's nothing. I just thought that Gosetsu and Yugiri would be back by now. Speak of the devil. Excuse me. Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Jifuya is nowhere to be found. Oh, he was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yatsu to her private chamber and assigned another to watch over her, my lord. But I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word. That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we would be happy to assist you. You should be glad for the help. While I search without, mayhap you could ask our soldiers here if they know anything. I will join you. With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you'll be better able to coordinate our response. Ha! If there I was thinking I was in charge, but you have the right of it. Go on then, I will mind the house. I don't know what Gosetsu planned on doing. He's still severely injured, and he's unarmed. You seek the captain. He passed by a little while ago. I wondered if I should go tell someone, as it happens. He did not look well, you see. I asked if aught was the matter, and he told me that past had caught up with him. But I doubt it was that. There are older men in our ranks. Yeah, that's not good. Captain Jifuya. He was headed for the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mr. Salisay when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? Yeah, that's not good. Spineless soldier, really? That's the name of the NPC? Hi, the captain went outside some few bells ago and looking quite unwell, I am sorry to say. This I mentioned to Lord Gosetsu, who straightway struck out after him. I hope they will be alright. Gosetsu too. Seems everyone is bent on joining the search. That's all well and good, but someone has to stay behind. There's no telling what the Empire is plotting. You go on, hero. Alphina and I should hold the fort. Well, as soon as you let me go, I can go. Oh, I was about to say lefty, but it's not lefty. Found him. I think it's because he saw Yatsu.
Ah! By the Kami! Your Lord Hien! Leave me! Leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
Too late.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment. Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. She may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her. But I knew she would be popular. And so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze. The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of acting Viceroy.
Well, you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became. Joining the front was meant to be my atonement. But the truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
I see. Then I shall recommend that you be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Could be worse. I thought he was an informant for the Garleans.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others. Oh, that's cool. The grass moves when you walk in it. Ah, it's Lefty! Hello, Lefty. Welcome back. I gotta get you, some feather change. Gotta change you a different color. Thank you for your help in the search. Gosetsu's told me all that it transpired. I would not presume to defend the life of Jifuya led before you joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it is not my place to judge. I only say this. The Jifuya I know has ever been a man of courage. That he should feel driven to flee bespeaks the depth of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question of what is to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. Go figure. Storm on the horizon. Zotsig. Ooh, I like the takoyaki. Well, we'll get the takoyaki. While you were out searching for Jifuya, I received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitor's objective remains unclear. It may be another attempt to recover Yotsuyu or a prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed and appears bound for Castrum Fluminis. I mean to go there and ascertain their intent. If we ride out in force, it will only end in one way, so we shall keep our numbers to a minimum. Yugiri, hero, can I count on you? Yes, my lord. Sure. Alice and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while a common foe threatens the lands of our friends and allies. We would be glad of the help. You are acquainted with Hakuro, I believe. Then I bid you seek him out and assist in maintaining order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. I would have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their evacuation. Very well. We shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Empire may well be after Yotsuyu. You are to remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Hiro and Yukiri. Well, well. Guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. To Castrum Fluminis, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. This is not going to be a fun game. Lefty's back again. Actually, I don't even know why I put the red mage armor on. I'm not really a fan of it. I gotta go all the way around. I would love to have his plumage swapped and other things changed. Oh yeah, I don't have much in terms of... Ooh, I got Sophic barding. I don't really like the soft barding either. We'll go black mage. That works for now. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. The craft should come into view at any moment. Let us await them inside the castrum. Perfect, because it just started raining. And the rain magically went away.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
I don't know.
Who can say?
The Imperials.
Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Domans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Sound like they crashed.
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sas Brutus, ambassador plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
Asahi!
He is heir to the Naiuri clan, and Yotsu's stepbrother.
It seems I need not introduce myself, not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker, Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it. I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Dorma.
Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
We shall escort our guests across the river to the Enclave. Yagiri, pray go on ahead to the Yuzuku Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. I'm gonna get received in style. Riding on the back of my own very behemoth. A flying behemoth at that. Nope, I found another one of the lookout spots. Lord Hien and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you're ready, speak with the boatmen and join us on the other side. All are free to travel in and out of the Enclave. Do you seek passage? Yes. Send me on my way. The Dome and Enclave. Is it gonna let me do this? Cool. I need to hit up all these first. Ah. I'm gonna go and knock out some cards. Kiyuka, what do you got? Gimme, gimme, goo. You wish to challenge me to a game of cards right now? Well, I suppose it would not hurt to forget our troubles for a time. Yay. Chaos? Aw, crap. I hate chaos. I'm gonna take that card. I'll take that back. I'll take that card. I win! Strange, though I lost the match, I still feel oddly satisfied. I got 144 MGP for that win. Nice. This should give me all of the Aetheryte connections here. Yep. You have attuned yourself to all the Aethernet shards in the Dome and Enclave. The One River is now accessible as an Aethernet destination. Sweet. Let's continue on a little bit, shall we? In a very few minutes, I'm going to have to end this part, though. At least I got to push a little bit further into the after story, get us closer to Endwalker, or Shadowbringers, Jesus. Endwalker's after. Oop. And then it'd be Dawn Trail. I won't be caught up that quickly, though. There you are, hero. So first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say I'm quite proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in the time. It's pretty good. We even have an Aetheryte now, courtesy of the Onishishu. Be sure and attune to it, would you? Once it has the Warrior Light seal of approval, people might actually start using the thing. I already signed myself. But on the matter at hand, the ambassador and his retinue are at my hall, taking their ease ahead of the negotiations. I want you there when the talking starts. I will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not normally one for hollow posturing, but in this game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphino and LSA will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come? Yeah, I'll be there. I knew I could count on you. When you're ready, come and join me at my humble abode, the Kian-Kan. The guardsmen will see you in. Lord Hien is expecting you. May I show you in? Yes. I will look as imposing as possible. While stuffing myself with food. Oh, never mind. I'm just going to sit cross-legged.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Dorma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Dorma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Dorma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend. Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons. Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgians' practice of it, his Radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
Doma has never shown any appetite for summoning. And it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Kojin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection. Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Quite. I can but apologize. In seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in Imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
Oh, really, huh?
That would be most welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
Haha, telling blow.
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange. Under
Here we go.
Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Yotsu? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Dorma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests. Yugiri, I leave the ambassador and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Well, that was unexpected. You could say that again. I still don't know quite what to make of it all. But on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted? They had not to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. But the ambassador's mention of Yatsuyu left me ill at ease. It made his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. Think this might all be a ruse to facilitate her retrieval? Perhaps, though I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yatsuyu may have been the acting viceroy, but she is not Garlia, nor even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to the little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she would not yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much as a bargaining piece. Alphino, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter. My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny. Indeed. Though it seems to me I have little choice but to accept it regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on a chance to secure their repatriation. Only the kami know when I will be afforded another. But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear what follows will bore them to tears. I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come on, hero. Let's leave Alphino to dispense his copious knowledge. Someone is still sore from being made to watch it at Sakazuki. Go on and keep LSA company. We're safe enough for now. Sure thing. A chance to relax at last. And get soaked. I know when I'm out of my depth, hero. Though no weapons are drawn, a negotiation is no less a battle, and the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. Take someone with a cool head and I'll be the first to admit that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question. What to do while they prattle on? His forgotten home. Alright, for want of a better suggestion, what say you to a brief tour of the newly liberated Doma? I'd be interested to hear how the people are faring in their own words, and it's not as if we'll be missed here. Or will we? Hero, a moment if you would. Ah, Yugiri and Asahi, was it? You have some business with Hero. Business? No, pleasure, my lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods and champion of Eorzea. It is truly an honor. It's heartfelt admiration. One could almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh, is that so strange? We may have stood on opposing sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in lauding the man who would do battle with our common enemy. And lest you forget, this is my homeland. It would be remiss of me not to at least thank him for containing the threat posed by the Kojin's vile icon. Now, if I may continue, as we speak, Lord Hien deliberates over my proposal, and I would take this time to cede the land I once called home. The Lady Yugiri is certain to be a jovial escort. The excursion would be all the more enjoyable for your company, and safer besides. The ambassador has the right of it. He is not like to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us? It would be my pleasure. I'm quite sure you will be safe with you. It would be my pleasure, just so I can keep an eye on you, you rascal. In that case, I will join you as well. There is not else to do until Lord Hien has reached his decision, and I can think of no finer way to learn more about the current state of Doma. Settled then. The four of us shall make a brief excursion through Yangsha. Might as we start at the town of Monzan, I would see what has become of Doma Castle. Very well. If you will follow me. Unfortunately, with that, I'm going to need to cut this here. Thank you for watching, everyone. This has been part 98 of my live stream playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. If you'd like to go ahead and give me a thumbs up by hitting that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. Keep up with the content. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. Then no spoilers, please. And I will see you in the next video. Catch you then. Later.